What's up, squad? Sunny world always on top. Happy Halloween, you dig? We back. We back with another vid, you dig? Hopefully everybody having a good night on this Halloween. It's getting spooky outside. uh, we about to do a reaction on Young Thug pleading out to a RICO case just so he can come outside. Let's check it out.
We do want to come on the air here with breaking news, in fact, instead of going to that break. Out of Atlanta, rapper Young Thug is now pleading guilty in what has become Georgia's longest-running criminal trial. The plea just announced in Fulton County Court just minutes ago. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was indicted in 2022 on racketeering charges.
Man,
prosecutors say the rapper
look like in the same position as Gunner, boy.
Committed murder,
raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am. 30 other co-defendants were named in this case. Young Thug's trial has been plagued by problems, including 2 judges having to recuse themselves and mounting concerns last week that a mistrial could be ordered. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor Shauna Lloyd now.
Boy, he look innocent.
First, just about the state of play in this trial, and remind me, frankly, of how long this has gone on. It is the longest running criminal trial in Georgia history. Is that right?
Wow.
That is absolutely correct. And it's amazing that this has been going on for more than 6 months. We have been here following this trial. It is one of the longest trials that Georgia has had. That says a lot about the state of this trial and how many witnesses the state has been calling. So now that we see this plea deal, I'm not very surprised by it because I think both sides were trying to mitigate.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy that Young Thug
and
Shauna,
got out, very quickly, I do want to play for you images
Halloween.
that just came into us. It is Young Thug
out of all the days you got on Halloween
in court, and
I plea out too to get some of that candy.
But here is what just played out in court just moments ago.
That's tough.
As to count 60 violations
What'd you say?
of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 61, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony,
how you plead?
Guilty.
And
I wait for a man.
Violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how do you plead?
No law.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
How do you plead, nigga?
No law.
Guilty.
I think you didn't ask about count 62.
As to count, thank you, Your Honor. As to count 62, possession of a machine gun, how do you
Man, the justice system is a dirty game.
Are you pleading guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges?
Yes.
And Shauna, something that...
Hey, ma'am, you should have said, sir, we need a yes, ma'am. I'm gonna let you redo that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you're letting them too off. Let them earn that freedom, baby.
I heard there. Tell me.
Let him earn it.
To some charges, he's pleading guilty. To some charges,
you want to stand on Bennett? You don't take no plea.
But also, very quickly, it looks like we've gotten here because there was
a
trial last week where there was this witness who divulged sensitive information on the stand, and there were these concerns that there could be a mistrial, and essentially you'd have to start the clock all over again, and you'd have to have this long trial all over again.
Real.
How did we get here to this point where prosecutors and defense attorneys obviously wanted to deal?
They ain't got no evidence.
What we're really seeing is that misstep could potentially have created a mistrial, and the judge looked like she may have been leaning towards granting that. So that leaves exposure on both sides. So that means the state has to determine to bring this trial again, and he would have to stand again for another trial. So what you see...
You know how dumb the prosecutors have to feel? You know how dumb the justice system in Atlanta got to feel? They try to lock up Young Thug so bad. So bad. Couldn't even get him. Longest running case in Atlanta history. And you just gonna let that boy walk. Not even really walk. I think it's like, what, a 15-year probation. Man, if you ask me, man, that's worse than prison.
Here in this plea deal is both sides gave a little bit. He
Man.
pleaded no contest to some of the
One
charges.
slip up and
The
you
direct
back up
charges
in
that
there.
were linked to him directly, such as the possession charges, he did plead guilty to. And the state gave up the opportunity to get a full conviction. They're getting a lot of probation here in this particular plea deal in order to get those admissions of guilt. So both sides had to give a little bit, but in the face of a mistrial, when we're talking about the longest run.
Hey, baby, you gotta give a little to get a little. You feel me?
The history of Georgia was really both sides trying to get what they wanted.
I can negotiate. I'm a businessman.
And they each got a little bit.
And explain to me why this trial went so long.
They ain't got no
RICO
evidence.
Case. It was just simply the fact that
They would
there
have
were so
evidence. They
many
would have been locked
defendants and there was so
up,
much
let's be real.
evidence to go through, or were there other factors that made the trial drag out to this point?
So those were some of the initial factors. There were a lot of defendants. The state had a lot of witnesses, but we have to remember they had no direct evidence. So a lot of what they were using were lyrics and other things that were being used by the YSL team in order to get this conviction. So in order to build that kind of case, you need a lot of background, and that's what we were seeing by having so many witnesses.
Shauna Lloyd, young thug pleading guilty. That breaking news. Thank you as always.
For real. You had gonna snitch.
We do want to come on.
You had gonna snitch. Pleading out. When there were really nothing to really plead out, you should have just held it down with the big homie, bro. That's tough. Hey, man. Happy Halloween, squad. I'll see y'all back with another vid. You feel me? We out.